Loon Lake has been added to the game and you're sat there wondering, what are the locations I must head to? Where do I really need to explore? Fear not, I've got you covered. And this isn't just another boring locations video, folks. Don't you worry. I've dusted off my uniform, I'm wearing my cap, and I'm ready to present to you 14 locations you simply have to explore in the Loon Lake region. Let's get into it. These locations are brought to you by the New York State Tourism Board. Enjoy! Let's get started with 5 places to go shopping. Looking to make the most of your time in Loon Lake, New York State by spending more time out in the wilds, taking in the scenery, Catamount Camp Supplies has you covered. Located to the north of Loon Lake, this small but well-equipped store plays host to all of your camping needs. Here you'll find tents, sleeping bags, grills and more to make sure you can enjoy Loon Lake how it was supposed to be enjoyed, alone. When you're on the road and need a snack, there is of course plenty of gas stations available for any ultra-processed cravings you have. Should you be looking for something healthier, more natural and dutifully grown, stop off at Alicia's Apple Orchard, where, you guessed it, you can get apples to eat and apple seeds to grow your own orchard. Perhaps that's why Alicia is nowhere to be seen. You all put her out of business. Alicia's Apple Orchard is located just west of Rainbow Lake. Having some electrical issues? Were you sat on your bum waiting for the next emergency broadcast to air? I'm sure that was just a test anyway. But your TV broke? Well, head down to Gray's Electrical Repair. If you've lost your spark, visiting Gray is a surefire way to get it back. Ignore the vast amount of broken electricals here. I'm sure he's just a very, very busy man. You can find Gray's just northwest of Union Falls Pond. Of course, one of the things we love about Loon Lake here at the New York State Tourism Board is its virtually endless hunting possibilities, and directly tied into that is of course our Second Amendment right to bear arms. Want to get some bang for your buck? Head to Meacham Guns and More, a heavily secured, fully fenced compound with more guns and ammo than you'll know what to do with. Well, actually, that's unlikely. We all know exactly what we need to do with them. This is a great location for any of your firearm and ammo needs. Pop down today. Wanting to take the load off and enjoy some quiet time whilst visiting Loon Lake? Perhaps taking some time to sit back, relax, educate yourself and read a book or two. Gabriel's Memorial Library is the place to be for all of your reading needs. Be it magazines or books, you may just find what you need here at this quaint, quiet and relaxing part of Loon Lake. Looking to level up your cooking? There's a book for that. Want to get better at repairing things? There's a book for that. Want to suddenly become a lot more efficient at learning a skill for a scarily specific time period of 30 minutes? Well, there could well be a magazine for that, and you may just be able to find it here. We've done places to shop, now let's take a look at places to explore. Whether you're a budding explorer, an enjoyer of dark, damp places, or you've had too many of those special mushrooms and you think this is home, the Lop Caves are a great place to visit whilst you're here enjoying Loon Lake and its surroundings. Used a few decades ago as an active mine, this cave system is home to limestone, bauxite, chalcopyrite, sandstone, hematite, graphite and coal. Of course, all of these are still property of the state of New York, and taking any of these resources is a federal crime, but feel free to don a flashlight and come and take a look. If you're bored of hunting, exploring, working, living, or you're retired, or perhaps you're just a boring person in general who enjoys wearing weird-looking pants, bright polo shirts, and weird caps that don't actually cover your head, we've got the place for you. Located fairly centrally in Loon Lake is our wonderful 8-hole golf course, Loon Lake Golf Club, where, when you just want to swing with a man named Jim, you can come along, whap your club out, and swing like nothing or no one else matters. Obviously, because you're getting on a bit, we know you probably won't be able to make it around all 8 holes with that weak bladder of yours, so we provide mid-round solar-powered toilets for your light relief. Speaking of relief, if anything bad ever happens in the state of New York, we must make all of our residents and tourists aware of our evacuation procedures, starting off with our helicopter evacuation site, the Dollhouse. This site operates on a first-come, first-served basis, unless you're rich, in which case your money will buy you privileged access to the front of the evacuation queue, where we can keep you safe, medicated, and, if needed, sedated, whilst we await an evacuation helicopter to rescue you. Here, we have a store for numerous medical items, so we're truly prepared for any medical emergency. Of course, if there's a wait for the helicopters, or if you're in dire medical need, we have a medical gurney, as well as numerous cot beds, so that those who need help can receive it as needed, whilst in the relative comfort of a military bed. Loon Lake has numerous vibrant parks, some with tennis courts, basketball courts, and playgrounds. At Wardner Park, there's a variety of different playground activities, including swings, climbing frames, seesaws, and more. Or, if you're looking for the chance to shoot some hoops, we have you covered too. Becoming one of the first parks in the state to be fully operated through solar power in the summer months, there are solar-powered toilets and storage for a wide variety of sporting goods, which can be used by park visitors. Don't be a stranger, visit Wardner Park today. If you're wanting to continue your cave-hopping adventures and want to see more of the dark, dingy, damp and desolate sights of Loon Lake, rather than the beautiful waterfalls, trees, parks and tourism hotspots, well, you can visit the Old Cranberry Nook, a wonderfully dull place where head torches are a must, which is a favourite for roaming wolves, drug users and people who think that the sun is a deadly laser. Here you're likely to find limestone, sandstone and hematite, but again, you can look, but don't touch. Looking for a site for sore eyes? Okay, I accept that pun was awful. Look no further than the DeadZedje Forest Lumber Mill. You wouldn't believe what you'll find here. Numerous large storage buildings, its own water tower, and it's home to Loon Lake's wood milling operations, with gas-powered saws found in some of the buildings. This place will have you barking for more. With tours in daily operation, you can come and log yourself in now. This really is the place for all of your lumber needs, and is a must-visit if you've got an axe to grind. Now this place is definitely one you should appreciate from the outside without going in. Poor Man's Folly, another former active mine, was closed after a disastrous mine collapse, so please do watch your step if you're silly enough to go inside. This former mine has some secrets to tell for sure, and used to be home to Loon Lake's sandstone, graphite, chalcopyrite, hematite and coal extraction. Now it's just been left desolate, and with good reason too. Please note, if you visit Poor Man's Folly and succumb to any injuries or inevitable death, then the New York State Tourism Board abdicates itself for any responsibility and reserves the right to claim rightful ownership of anything that is found on your body. Let's end this Tourism Board video with a couple of potential places to sleep, starting off with one of the jewels in the crown of Loon Lake, Westwood Getaway. Westwood Getaway is a beautifully designed traditional A-frame house situated on its own generously sized private island with private bridge access. Complete with its own jetty, or dock, and with some farming planters already in situ, this is a wonderful place to call home for a night, a weekend, a week, a month, or, let's be real here, the rest of your life. This beautiful location is now available for booking through the New York State Tourism Board telephone number 555-7827-27423. Crowning off this New York State Tourism Board video on Loon Lake locations you must visit is an incredibly unique property, Cherry Hill Air Park. Situated within its own fully fenced former airfield, this property has all you need for a night or more. With 3 garages, a wonderful homestead setting, and an inaccessible door in the basement that presumably leads to the bunker. Yes, you heard that right. There's a big bunker entrance here. Unfortunately, the bunker itself is inaccessible due to your less than required net worth. Come back later when the bunker interior has been added, or when you've become a billionaire. If you want to see more of this final base location, then check out my Let's Play, where I'm quite possibly going to be calling this home. Thanks so much for watching. Please do like this video and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments what your favourite location is in Loon Lake so far. I'll catch you on Monday for my Let's Play, and on Wednesday for another apocalyptic video. Catch you later.